silk screening for local businesses or bands. We also design our own clothes, and so we have a line of t-shirts and skirts. We're involved at the fashion show today as vendors, but also organizers, so we helped organize all the vending portion. So this has been a great experience. There's a lot of really cool people in Eugene that are interested in fashion and local designers, and I always feel really strongly about trying to keep money local and support people who are trying to make a living at this, and everybody's here in one place and people are friendly, and it's been good, especially for this being the first year they've done this kind of all-day vending event. Keeping everything straight, it's an organizational challenge, and Jaylene and I helped organize all the vendors, but then we also had to keep our own business going and make stuff. We were making skirts up until last night for today, so it's been a challenge to keep it all straight, keep it all together. And also, I organized Meet Your Makers. So Meet Your Maker is an indie craft show featuring all local artisans, all handmade items. There's beer and wine, and people hang out, and don't have to bring a lot of setup, don't have to have a lot, just, you know, people that do make things on the side can participate, and it's really a lot of fun. I do it for the outlet, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and so is Jaylene, and we need to be other things besides just moms, and so this way we get to work while our kids are in school. It's creative, and we sit in our kitchen and drink coffee and talk about what we're going to do, and it's a way of connecting, and I love coming to places like this where you just get to meet lots of people who are doing the same thing, and it's inspiring. Well, there's one called Flash. It's all about speed and dynamics, and that's where I'm hoping we're going, picking up some speed and just being a powerhouse in the screen printing world.
And we always ended up clowning around at our parties anyway, and we thought we make skits when we're just messing around, so why not bring it out into the public? I think we're just going for general tomfoolery, sort of easygoing where no one takes themselves too seriously, and see what comes out of that strange creative gulf of not thinking. Well, totally Captain Planet. Not only because he's the only successful superhero with a mullet, which is green, but we all have a different skill and different aspects to ourselves that we bring together to create a greater entity.
Is there anything else you'd like to say in conclusion to the interview?
Oh, I hate concluding anything. I think that's the point.
functional and comfortable, and so you could wear them in the city, but you can also wear them traveling, and they'll be useful with pockets and everything like that. So I try and use kind of mostly found material, or like I travel in the winter, so a lot of my clothes are made up of like shirts I found in various different countries. I'll like reform them into armbands or hoods, or like my recent trip I just went down through Central America and I brought back a ton of fabric from Guatemala, and that's my favorite to work with because it's so bright and amazing, and people seem to really like the stories that I can tell behind that, you know, like with my clothing. I've just always loved bright colors. I feel like color therapy is a really big part of my life, and so using bright colors I feel like makes me a happier person. Like being able to see something, deconstruct it, and then make something new out of it is really satisfying to me. Yeah, it's kind of an alternative, like funky Punky Brewster meets Tank Girl. I don't really want to be famous or anything like that. I love making a little bit of my income off of my clothes and being around all the color and having a kind of just such a chill existence like that, and then also coming to festivals and having a way to like have a table and communicate with so many different people, have them try on my stuff, and like all the conversations that come from that. So I'll probably just keep doing this in the summer and then traveling in the winter for as long as it makes sense. Describing Eugene, yeah, let's see. Well, I grew up here, so for me it's like one of the most comfortable little communities with so much active creativity happening. I feel just really welcomed here when I come through, and like there's a lot of opportunity to collaborate with other artists and be supported in this kind of line of work. Maybe if my clothing, yeah, I don't think it would be an official superhero. It'd have to be Rainbow Bright or Pippi Longstocking, I think. More of like an active young lady.
Designed and co-designed by the kids. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
My name's Andrew Julian Boyer of Death Wish Comics. I've had 2 comics come out now. The first one was Death Wish, about a little punk band starring a zombie, a squid, and an oversized rat. The newest comic I produced about a month ago was Adventures in Ham-Fisted Haberdashery, starring myself and the writer, and we're kidnapped by a troupe of proboscis monkeys to take us to their monkey king. I'm working now, presently with a good friend of mine who I met in New York City, who I convinced to move out here, and it's about his adventures as a bike messenger called Breakaway Sagas.
The first is it's got revenge, you know, it's got sex, it's got midgets, you know, a little bit of all that stuff. It's good.
I'm self-published, and I intend to stay self-published at least for a few years. Like the late great Will Eisner said, I was a failed artist and a failed writer. And he brought those together and realized that I could tell stories through pictures, which are easier and more enjoyable to absorb than through the unfortunately out-of-date printed word.